we got a match. Ogres. Oh my god, with a huge TV gap. All right, this is game number... I can't count. I'm going to have to count them again. This is game number 18 on the Wood Elf team. These are our disgusting Wood Elves. Will they save us disgusting for long? Because we spun into ogres who, in case you haven't heard, ogres quite good at killing things on the whole. So, yeah. Generally quite a good matchup for elves, but also good at killing things, so could be scary. Hood Terror I've definitely heard of the name, so could be a good coach. They've got a tackle ogre. That is extremely rare, and just about the worst thing we could see on an ogre team is an ogre with tackle and break tackle, so that is definitely one to worry about for us. That is going to be a menace. They've got another one break tackle, they've got a lot of stand firm, they've got only 13 players, but they're going to have a heap of inducements, so they will be able to be filling up that roster if they want to. The record is middling, but it's ogres. Like, for ogres, that's a strong record, really. Like, anything that's got more wins than losses for ogres is strong. So they've also got this they've got an agility noblar, which is great for the one turns, and they've also got this catching speedy noblar, so some interesting noblars there as well. 490 TV, that is as big of a TV gap as we could make, pretty much. So this is a scary game. It's a game that certainly with Wood Elves you expect to win this game. Doesn't mean you will, but you expect to. But the risk of losing players in this game is really high. The risk of injuries, because there's a lot of Mighty Bow on the pitch and there's a lot of players who you can foul with freely. So exactly, Old Yeller. It's a game that could easily go wrong. It's exactly the right way of explaining it. So it's a wizard, Brickfarth, and Bomber Jewelsnot. So Brickfarth... Is Brickfarth actually like 2 players? Is that like an ogre that comes with someone to throw? Because doesn't Brickfarth come with Snotty or Grotty or whatever it is? So they might have just added 3 players. Grotty. Okay, so they've actually added 3 players there, so that's good for them. So that's Grotty there, who's like a good one for being thrown. Bomber obviously throws bombs. And Brickfarth is, I guess, an ogre of some description. I don't know what stats they have. So that means they've got 6 ogres on the pitch, they've got a bomber, and they've got several pretty good players for throwing. So it's definitely an interesting team. Okay, they're putting us on offense first, which is probably the right thing to do. I would have put them on offense first, so... They only have 2 rerolls, which is definitely a number that carries some risk if you're playing a team with Bonehead everywhere. The nice thing, I suppose, right away about Brickfarth is they don't have Bonehead. Oh, they do have Bonehead. Okay, most big guys don't get... Most star players don't get the nega trait, so it does have Bonehead. But that's basically just... an ogre that's really good at throwing, because it's got strong arm, it's got nerves of steel, so that means it can throw even when it's in tackle zones without any negative modifiers. This is the ogre I'm most scared of. Do not like that at all. I'm torn on how to approach this. Like, we could Daka. Daka against stunty teams is often not a bad idea. The risk with the Daka is if they do a good lightning bolt and throw a snotling at us, they can steal the ball and score quite quickly. So if they put everything back here, the Daka is going to be more tempting. Because just a Daka is the withdrawn offense, so we just bring the ball back instead of going forwards. And the advantage of that against what they're doing right now is it's just going to reduce the number of turns we're getting hit by ogres. Because putting all the little guys back here is really not what I expected. And is making me quite tempted to Daka, to be honest. Also because I've got some players who I really want to do vanity passes on. Full Daka would be not putting the tree on the line. Maybe that's the right thing to do. This is going to be boring and people are going to be annoyed at me. And when it backfires, it's going to be embarrassing. But with them setting up the way they set up, I think it's the right thing to do. Okay, perfect defense. That's a good thing we didn't try and do any fighting on the line. They could put the tackle one on the line. Does mean they could bring all the little guys forward, which might change the plan. Because now they probably can tell I want to Daka. The good news is we've got fast players forward, so if they did completely bail out on that, then we could just go forward instead. Daka into the wizard is definitely also a gamble. But what I'm betting on with the Daka is they're going to have to roll a bunch of bonehead play rolls to put pressure on us. I expect they're actually just going to stay here and not try to put pressure on us at all. Which I'm also okay with. At least for a little bit. Right, let's see if we can get Oscar this level. That's one. All right, Eric, thanks for hanging out. Hope all goes well with picking the girls up. This Daka's gonna go wrong, and I'm gonna look stupid. I can already feel it. Like Grotty Mother wants to admit, the in-game model is downright adorable. Let's look at Grotty's in-game model. Since this half's going to be really boring now because of my approach. Oh, no, let's do our turn quickly. Give that back. And throw it again. Hey, we finally got the level for Oscar the Corgi. Let's do a pass on Zofiana as well for the next one. The thing is with stalling out to turn 8 as well is they've got quite a good 1 turn, so it's a real risk that even if we start to turn 8, they just do the 1 turn. That's definitely also a thing to think about. Thought about moving players forward, decided that was not the play for them. And, okay, we've done that now. Let's, how far is that? Okay, we'll move up just a tiny bit now, because I don't reckon they're going to take these GFIs forward. Let's tempt them. So we've got Zofiana in MVP range. Bomber moving up. Tackle piece moving back. What turn are we on? 4. I reckon we're going to keep the ball back here, but maybe we're starting to move players up. Even with the ball staying back. Oh, failed pass. But because they haven't kept their throwable players forward, I can leave that on the floor. Like if you'd put one of these players forward, I might have had to think about re-rolling that. But because you haven't, it's not to just worry. Okay, so just try lobbing a bomb. That's why you move that up. Okay, let's see if the tree wants to move this turn. Does, that's nice. So this time we're probably going to get hit somewhere. Don't need to move those up more than that yet. So I won't. I think we might be down on the vantage passing. Okay. Three turns from here, so we've got to start moving. The reason I did this sort of... Oh, interesting. Does get it. Doesn't break armor. The reason I did this double sort of spacing here, so there's a gap between this line and this line, is specifically for that. I didn't want them to throw a bomb into the middle and hit players here. So then it becomes not only quite a hard throw for them, but they've also got to throw over someone with a 5+ intercept. So that was the thinking. Okay, so if we get lucky here, then the tree can base 2 ogres, which seems like a good trade to me. Good. Like that a lot. And I think we'll hit the one on the outside. is still safe because it's far back. Nice. Not even dead. And let's hang you back there. Bring you into the middle. If I just put that there, it's a scoring threat right away. Like, that's already a scoring threat. So now you like have to decide whether you're going to ignore that or not. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 square further up would be better. Thanks for the follow, Silken. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I haven't been reading much chat. So both sides are daggering. Yeah, it's double dagger. Those ogres aren't even looking in the right direction. It's kind of funny. Like the ogres are all facing backwards, aren't they? Because you move them back a square. Having strength forward arms is really a big asset. Like, it's a big asset in any matchup. It's really nice in this matchup because it meant I could get that hit, but otherwise I might not have. Try the 5+, I guess. Fails. Makes a pass. It's a flipping huge pass. What the hell? All right, well, that's made things a lot harder. That was a effectively had to be a 3+, 4+ because we had intercept on a 5+ with a loner, and not only did it make it, but then got 3 out of 4 4+s for the knockdowns. Yeah, that's made life a lot more complicated. They could sack the ball here. Do you reroll it? Or do you just take both down? Take both down. Okay. Yeah, that stinks. That's definitely not good. Please stand up. Does not stand up. Right, well, we've got to commit now to this side, I think. There is at least a gap to go through. And we can get the ball. And does the ball stay back still? The ball probably still stays back. But we just need to create a flood of scoring threats through this way. That will be in range from there. Nice. I should be like undecided myself on what the play is. No, I think we can't bring the ball all the way forward. That's too risky. So, yeah, let's have spaced out scoring threats. And that just makes them not want to use the lightning bolt to stop that from being in the way. Flipping bomber. Bomber's been amazing. Maybe I should have hit bomber that turn. Probably I should have at least base bomber actually. The bomber has been incredible. Bombers can fail. It's like a 3+ at best for bomber. Like even the short ones are a 3+ because they've got stunty even though they've also got accurate. So we need bomber to not succeed at something. I think that might be an intercept. That's an intercept at last. Thank goodness. All right. Now we'll try and throw the bomb right there, which we succeed in. Didn't knock them down, so I think that's not a turnover, unfortunately. If we'd knocked either of them down, it's a turnover. At least it wasn't a successful bomb. At least that. Let's see how complicated they can make things from here. I feel like they can definitely make them complicated. This being down is really a pain. We're going to have to roll some 2s, which definitely can fail. Okay, takes the push on Cercopelius. Gets another hit from here. Sneaky break tackle dodge, get in the way of that one. More pushes. Going to make us roll some dice. Let's start with this because it's 3 dice. Okay, so that means we've definitely cleared the path there. Yep. So then I guess we want to throw the ball to you. It's a couple of 2s. Pass is good. Catch is good. If I just remember we have a thrower with sure hands. Why is that thrower with sure hands not on the pitch? That's a great question, to which I don't have a good answer. Are we just doing the 2 GFIs? Or are we going to hand off? I feel like we're going to hand off because that is more likely to work and it gets to level because that's only 1 2+ instead of 2. Now the question is, do you get greedy and do a dodge to do a blitz? I think it's not worth it. I think the risk reward, even though it's quite low risk, it's just not worth it. Get the touchdown, and because they're going to have 11 players regardless. So yeah, if I hadn't blocked my path there, which I did, I was thinking maybe I'd dodge out the second ward answer to hit the Agi4, but I just want the touchdown. Because the numbers don't really matter. The Agi4 does matter, so maybe I should have made the effort to blitz that, but a snake would have felt really bad. So, having done the boring Dakka, I needed to finish the boring Dakka. So bomber's gone now, which is a relief. Unfortunately, we don't have keg. I'm really annoyed myself for not putting the thrower on that drive. That was stupid. The thrower should have been on that drive and could have made some things a bit less hairy. But I'm not used to thinking about having a thrower. Right, so the correct thing to do against a team like ogres is to sit in the middle. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Maybe 1 skylark. Because you're trying to make the landing harder and give them more dodge to do. you can actually go off because we don't need to have you on. And you should go in the middle. Tackle here should also go towards the middle. But maybe it should be more like this. Because you want to make them have more chance of landing in the tackle. Who's actually going on the line? Dodge, Rudge, or throw. Probably Dodge is best because they are ogres. They have only got one tackle. Or actually you. Okay. Alright, well, they could just one time on us. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully. God, I'm glad that bomber's gone. They've still got the wizard. But yeah, bomber did some serious work on that drive. So yeah, the reason you do this setup, I mean, I don't know if I've done it ideally, maybe there are better ways to do it, but the idea of this setup is that one of the hardest rolls that the opponent has to make while trying their one turn is the landing roll. And so if you're landing in tackle zones, it's a -1 modifier for every tackle zone that you land in. So that's why you set up like this against a stunty team that's going to do a throw teammate play. I'm interested by this. I would have thought that either Agi4 or Grotty would be the ones forward, whereas instead they've put their catch, sprint, surefy one forward. So it's all about making those later rolls easier rather than the landing roll. Well, I don't know what Grotty's special thing is. Grotty's also Agi4. I guess they think that the extra movement from the sprint surefy is probably what makes that feel worthwhile. Deep kick can make it impossible. So that could be a perfect kick that stops them from scoring, but it also could be a touchback. Having said that, because it is a blitz, we can hit the better of the two scoring threats. How much do we want to commit to this? Because we need to bring in another one if we want to make it. 3 dice, which we do. Okay, that's good. I think it really matters. Nice. And then I think I'm going to dodge up just to save you from being a free hit. Okay. And then they can still score on this one. So I think we just need to try and remake this line a little bit. And that's probably getting blitzed anyway, unfortunately, but I think you have to take that trade for stopping the 110. Like the other thing we could do here is just base these ogres a lot, right? Because then it makes the throw really hard. But I think it's better to make the landing hard because that way we don't base our players on ogres. Scatter's inbounds anyway, so they can't do it. Well, pff is right. Pff, yeah, that's lucky for us. Hey, Dadle, how are you? How was your stream? I think I saw you streaming earlier. A new type of red light, green light, where if the ogre sees you, they blitz you. Oh, nice. Giraffe. Oh, that's a tackle one. Damn it. I was like, nice. Dodge to the thing. No. That is a tackle ogre. It's a really unusual choice going tackle for your first double on the team. Like, they haven't got any block on any of those ogres. They haven't got any dodge. But I imagine they must be thinking, like, I think this is probably true, right? Like I think ogres are probably their worst matchups are the agility teams. So like maybe like taking that tackle to make your team better against the agility teams is the right decision. I don't know. I haven't played enough ogres to really know. Not great, and stream went horribly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dadel. Hope you're okay. Might as well re-roll that, but lucky for us, talk is fine. Meeting new psychologist any minute, so fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. A good therapist makes such a bloody difference. I'm a big believer in therapy. If anyone hasn't heard that from me already, like I've had my rounds of therapy and counselling, and I think it's a great thing for anyone to do. Yeah, I hope it goes well. But yes, having someone you get the right relationship with is so important in that. Like such an important thing in a relationship when you're talking to someone, you're trying to talk about things that are difficult. So I hope it's someone who you get on with well. E. James saying ogres are weak versus everyone, so it does really matter. Doesn't really matter, I guess you mean. Plan A, B, and C is high roll. All right. So now I'll be curious to see how they approach their offensive drive, if they go for a quick score or just try and get the ball in ogre and hold it. But I think we have to move forward, much though it scares us. One turner can hang out over there. That's fine. And we make a boat, don't we? We make a boat. We make the boring boat. So strip ball plays on everyone in this matchup. They don't have any short hands, which is nice. Could be necessary for bringing down an ogre. We will see. Right, because we're playing ogres and they've only got the one tackle, I'm actually going to give thrower second line privileges here, which is not thrower's usual lot in life. Actually, am I? Yeah, I think I still am. I think I am. All right, cool. Because the ideal scenario is to the ideal scenario is to get through this game with a win and no injuries. It's the ideal scenario for every game. I don't know why I need to say that. It's really obvious. We do have the fame. They've still got some nice options on this team. They've still got Grotty and this Edge 4 Noblar, so you've got two really good players for throwing. You've still got 6 ogres on the pitch. You've still got the wizard, so we're very happy that we're 1-0 up and we've scored on our drive, but this game is far from done. We did a very boring Dakar in the first half, and I am sorry to everyone who thinks it's rude to do a Dakar against Stunties. It probably is. I actually going to confess that I slightly stole the thought from Gdanik the other day. I was watching Gdanik stream, and he said, like, the grossest thing about the Dakar is it's actually really good against Stunties, and I'd never really thought about it till then. I was like, oh my god, it is. Like, it's actually, like, really good against Stunty teams. So yeah, that thought was in my head, and it's pretty good against the Sunty team, because especially with 2 rerolls, they couldn't afford to bring the ogres forward, because if they had a bonehead turn, that was just going to kill them. And yeah, for sure, like, the biggest threat to me in this game is my players all dying, So blame Gdanik, that's what I'm saying. It's not my fault. It's all Gdanik's fault. I'm innocent. I just listened to the smart streamer. If you're listening to me and thinking, who is Gdanik, which is extremely unlikely, but I suppose people have different time zones. Gdanik is another streamer who is I think he's playing Blood Bowl probably better than anyone in the whole community now. Like when I watch him, I think he plays just such good Blood Bowl. Certainly, like he's a streamer who I feel like when I'm watching him, I'm at the moment like he's in a groove and he's playing so well, while also drawing funny things on his whiteboard and being an entertaining person to watch stream. I think he's playing very, very well. So I would do a shout out, but it's my turn. I should do a shout out. Maybe I'll do it after this. I'm sure everyone knows. It's ridiculous to say with someone like Danik. It's not like I'm talking about someone people haven't heard of. Okay, so carrying on Grotty, not an ogre, which I guess means they're thinking about throwing teammates soon. We can go in for the ball, because of course we can. Wouldn't even need to leap to go in there. Would be a 4+ dodge. Feel like maybe hitting that first. Don't think there's any benefit to chaining that one. I thought I'd done that, and I had not. You see the guardian. This is how we lose our guard player we just leveled. Didn't get the knockdown, so that probably wasn't worth it. Is it worth the leap playing? I feel like maybe it isn't this turn now. I think maybe it isn't. Maybe we just blitz you. Going to run out of time, being indecisive. Boring playing. At least we get you down. Okay, so they could just throw Grotty this turn. We'll see if they do. It's because he's Australian. Australians are the best at whatever we do. Well, I did say earlier that Tim Tams are better than penguins, so maybe. Maybe Kratos. Oh, that's nice. Bonehead on the free hit we just gave up on the guard. That's kind of the dice to do that for us. Goblin Bombardier, new anti-Daka meta. We have found use. I mean, it definitely did make the drive much more complicated, so... Yeah. How goes the elfing session? Pretty good. We got a win against some Chaos Dwarfs, and this is game number 2, and we're winning 1-0 at the moment against these ogres. Gonna use a tackle bits over here. Why not? The pushes are nice. It's just, this is the struggle with ogres. Like, I haven't played them much, but I've played them a little bit. It's just so frustrating because, like, even like your big advantage, which is your strength, you're like, well, just to do my one block, my one blitz on a turn, I've got to roll a 2+ before I can even do it. And then, like, if you haven't got block, it's then only knocking down at best on like a 55%. So it can, like the Mighty Blow can, when it works out, just completely like annihilate another team. But it also can just be like a massive disappointment. So I reckon we're making the play on the ball this turn. I reckon we're going for it. You in there. I'll do the leap. Shoot up to there. Shoot to here. Get you out of there while that's still boneheading. Get you off here. And let's try the leap aim. Okay, thank goodness, made the leap. Do have strip ball, so let's just use strip ball. Sidestep makes it a bit less good, but I think that's still the right thing to do. Pretty nice scatter. Do I try and dodge out here? I think I should. It's such an important player. Yep. And yep. Right, Daedalquist, are you still here? You spent so long telling me how good the Wood Elf thrower is. This one's even got sure hands. Go get that ball for me. Okay, it's a pretty good scatter. Daedalquist, you let us down. Wood Elf thrower with sure hands, went to get the ball. Didn't pick it up. Imagine if big guys could intercept leaps and throw teammates. If they could intercept leaps, that would actually be really fun thematically. I do like that. I think it was worth going for the pick up there. It's better than leaving it on the ground and just letting them have it. Like if we, they have to reroll that, or I'm going to force a turnover. If we, like picking that up is a better than 50-50 chance with the reroll. And if we get it, then, you know, it's just our drive. In fact, we could even throw it up there. And if we leave it on the ground, they've got players who can take it. Well, it was a short-lived go for Daedalquist. Trying to get the ball for us. Not dead. Nerves of Steel doesn't help on pickups. If it did, Nerves of Steel would be a better skill. Like, more people would take it, I think, if it did. But yeah, it doesn't, unfortunately. What's their plan here? Okay, blitz the war dance with tackle. There's a GFI. Does make the GFI and does get torque. Just a stun, thank goodness. And now it's a 3+ pickup. Which they do get. So they use that reroll early, but then after the reroll they manage to throw some good dice to get themselves back out of trouble. It's a shame. Thought we might get somewhere there, but it didn't happen for us. I'm going to take the 1 dice in the tree. Gosh, really good dice after the reroll went. That bonehead came in early, and then after that, everything was just good. Okay, so we hit this and see if we can get out of the way. Okay, just a push. What way are you going to go? Okay. But then we've got, because of Titchy, just a 3+ dodge in to hit that on 2 dice from there. I think is what we're going to do. Should we dodge the ones with dodge first? Good. Very good. Oh, sorry, Grotty. Tommy out doing some work for us. Oh, I wish Dale was around to get that ball and throw it, because then we could just score. I think we need to just pick it up on the catcher and dodge and accept that they're probably going to get the lightning bolt. That's if we can even pick it up, which is not guaranteed. That's good. And we'll keep it over here. Oh, I should have gone that way now. I see that I could have made the screen for myself. But I didn't, so that's that. Okay. Imagine this is a bolt. And then you can pick up on the edge for. But you could just blitz it. Problem is you've only got one reroll, and so you've got the bonehead risk, and then you've got to roll a pow. Yeah, so the bolt comes out. Okay, so the good news is we managed to get them to use the bolt on not one of our star players, so that's in itself a small victory. Bad news is they can get the ball back. I just muted murdered the cutest thing in football to be ashamed of your help. I'm sorry, guys. Needs a big hand mute now, so wouldn't that be good? If you could get big hand on elves. I guess you can on the new Chaos Renegades, because they get an elf, don't they? And they have mutation access, so there's one player you can do it on. Just helping Ross work his way up the ladder. Is there an Oscar the Corgi player? There is Oscar the Corgi. In fact, we got you a level this game. You're the guard lineman, and we did 2 vanity passes with you to get you a level. So if you can live till the end of the game, you'll finally have block, which we've been wanting for a long time. So you're a very useful player, actually, Oscar. Okay. Oh, last reroll. I do use it. I think you probably had to there, but it definitely is not a thing the ogres wanted to have to do. Oh, I was thinking, and there we go. No rerolls for the break tackle dodge. And an injury on the tackle ogre. That's so harsh. Jeez. That's so harsh. I mean, I'm happy it's off the pitch, but like, in a game against elves, to have that piece just cas itself out kind of stinks. What are we doing with our blitz here? So like we can blitz around the top on 2 GFIs, or even on a dodge and 1 GFI for 3 dice. Why so much hate? I don't hate. I'm feeling sorry for them. No hate from me. I really want to block with like bits of the mighty bow, but I think it's probably right to try and take that shot on the ball here, isn't it? So let's just screen you and get you back up, so we've at least got you ready for next turn if they do a throw teammate. Oh, it's a GFI because your movement's 6. That stinks. Do we play this greedy? We have got 4 rerolls, so yes. There it is. Could have taken the both down there, but with the 4 rerolls, I reckon that was worth it. Probably getting served, but you might as well just stay. Get rid of the last edge 4. That's very nice. Scatter is not great for us, but can put you up there anyway. Might save you from the surf, that scatter. Okay. Did he already appo? I don't remember him using an appo, but maybe maybe they just didn't have an appo. They might be trying to keep TV down and not using an appo. He's French and in France. It is an expression to say, "Why the world did this to me? I don't deserve it." Okay, got it. Yeah. Thanks for explaining that, Ginger. Because yeah, I was thinking I'm not being hateful. I feel sorry for them. But yeah, the dice have been horrible to them. Really horrible. Ogres are as sweet as your dog. He's pretty sweet. The world is cruel. Yeah. Okay, so Circopedius gets punched. Circopedius is fine. That could just as easily be an insult. There's no insults here. The thing is, like, forcing them back up the pitch also makes it harder and harder for them to get the chance at the throw teammate play, because you just won't throw them far enough. So if they'd removed that, they could have picked the ball up, but because they didn't, there actually is no way through to hit the ball. It's going to be quite hard for us to get to the ball because there's a wall of stand firm in the way, but we can get a hit on this one if we stand you up, see what happens. You'd have to bring that one in. I don't really mind if you get served because you're not the most important player on the team, so let's just try that. Stand firm, we'll keep them there. And let's mighty blow a nubber. Nice. Nice SPP for Tom. Keep this back just in case. Maybe even a tiny bit further back than that, just in case they get a really good throw and lob a Noblar far away. So Tom is now in MVP range, which is nice. In theory, even 2 casualty range if we could roll really high for next 2 games. 2 turns. Yes, we're about to lose Circopedius. No, because they're boneheaded. God, their dice have been horrendous. Like, you need to high roll with ogres against elves, and they've had, like, the opposite. Except for Bomber. Bomber got some very good dice, to be fair. It's everything other than that hasn't gone so well. Oh no, it's a Paladin Sophiana. She's fine. Too strong. Dodges away from tackle and makes the pickup on a 4+. Is this the time to throw them? I feel like if you don't throw them now, there's just no way getting away with it. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh dear. F's in chat for God Mickey. Not take any chances. Could do it with that one. Would love to with the GFIs, but yeah, it's just not worth the risk of a snake. Okay. Pick it up on someone else so we don't risk you getting stuck there. What would we like to happen here? Quite like to score on you. Can we hit this? Oh, they're both boneheaded. That's not even in tackle zones. So it's literally just like 2+. We maybe need to hit you. When I say need to, what I mean is want to, and therefore going to be greedy and risk more players in the process. Doing the greedy line. Do we do the maximum greedy line? I know that no, Sophiana's on the floor, so now let's just give it to Uvasak and get this touchdown. I think this win will make us top Wood Elf pageant unless they have been playing a game while we've been playing the other top Wood Elf. I think this win would move us up to number 1. He's in chat. Ogre Snipe confirmed 6 Mighty Bow Griefer team. Maybe not a ban. Don't think this is a snipe. It'll be a very bold snipe. Can we get one more touchdown? We've got 2 turns left, so we can try. Would have really loved to score on Sophiana, but getting Uvasak towards that next level is not bad either. Because sidestep's a nice level for them. Yeah, touchdown to end the game for Freezing Star or for Sophiana would be very, very nice. Or Uvasak. I mean anyone, but those players in particular. We want 3, we want 3. No injured elves. Well, I didn't have to do that touchdown, and now maybe I will end up getting someone injured. Or I'll just roll another blitz, because why not? Because sure, why not? These poor, poor Noblars and Ogres. I've had it rotten. I do really want to blitz for you. Just for the SVP, but I think it's probably too greedy, so let's just do it with talk. Nice SVP for talk too. It's been such a good game. Like, we've had SVP, we've had really everything we want from this game. We can just avoid
'Cause I'm just a CCL griefer, baby.
That's right. Can't even pretend otherwise.
I'm just a CCL griefer, hellboy like you.
Boo! We have to put Sophiana in front here. Well, I guess we could do that. And let Dadel go in front instead. Protect Sophiana. Send all these ones to the back now, I think. Just get them out of trouble.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
Cool. All right. Brickfarth tries to throw a Noblar. Noblar's not having it. She has a tree. Oh, sorry, that's just my accent again. Not dead, turn 15. What madness is this? Right. It would have been very on brand for our team if the tree just died then. Because the trees on this team have just died constantly. Not on this team, I guess on my season is what I mean. On my whole Wood Elf season, tree deaths have been the thing. Hearing your name or not, you did a casualty talk. You and Tom the Owl are having a race to get to the next level, and right now Tom the Owl is in front, but you did get a casualty. Hey, 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 hey. Hey! Okay, didn't get it. Luckily, although they are going to make us do a tougher dodge now to score. Do not approve. Dislike. Okay. Can we just punch this ogre out the way now? I think the answer is yes, if you can get there. Because we have strength 4 here. No, don't do a foul. Just get to there. Blitz from here. And if it doesn't work, we've got a 3+ dodge out still. Boo! Okay. Stand firm. So that's not going anywhere. I'll dodge you back so you don't get served. Good. And we'll try. Okay, we've got no reroll for this now though. Nope. So we maybe won't get the 3rd touchdown. Boo! That's a shame. Would have been a nice level. Would have been a nice level for freezing style. Oh man, that would have been a nice snake. Save us from Uvasak getting served. He's fine. Got some other hits though to take. Good news is they can't, I don't think, hit this war dancer unless they
I was
dodge an
saying
ogre.
blue words.
Boo Ans. Boo Ans. Alright, Brickfarth throws a number to try to get the ball. They do make the throw. They do make the landing. They're going to stop us from... Oh, no, it's thrown the wrong way. It's miles away. So we still have scoring options. We've got 2 of them. We've got Freezing Star on the floor, who they might try and foul, or we've got Talk. Looks like they're going to try and foul, I reckon. Or are they just running back to try and get themselves a touchdown if I fail? I reckon they're going to foul into the turn with this boosh true. Oh, they're just going to go for the ball. Fair enough. They've got it. Well, I never. All right then, talk. That's our ball. Go get it back for us. Another casualty for Talk, who now is also in MVP range, so that's good. Not a good scatter for us. But it's possible to score, so we'll try. Do not do that. Let's run you away first, because you're not in a tackle zone right now. I mean, all of you are less fussed about getting blitz than this player, so it doesn't really do anything. Makes the pickup. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, wait, they don't have another turn. I thought they had another turn. I don't know why. Nice. 3-0. And, yeah, I do think that was... I think that was... just lost track of whose drive it was. All right. Cool. So another catch level as well. Got some nice levels in that game. We got a level on the guard and we got a level on that rookie catcher. Very nice levels to have on the team. I think we just take that. Gives us the War Dancer replacement fund. And a level for Giraffe as well. Confused about this. Did Giraffe get a casualty or something as well? I have no idea. Lots of... Did she score a touchdown? Oh, she scored the first touchdown. Of course she did. Cool. So another level there as well. We're going to bump our TV up again. TV is going to be huge. We're moving into the 1900s after this game. But that was game number 19 of the run. Okay, just block here is absolutely fine. We'd love to get an agility catcher, but that is just being greedy. I think this is just wrestle. Give ourselves another wrestle dodger. They're very useful to have around. And this is just block. An unexciting set of levels in terms of what we rolled, but a really nice set of levels in terms of making our team better. Gosh, this team looks good now. Yeah, like, I mean, it's kind of sad because we've got players who are worth 110,000 who basically have to go on the line. Because, like, what's going on the line other than the tree? One of those two. But that is the team after 19 games. That is the record after 19 games. It's all looking pretty flipping good. And we are, for now at least, top Wood Elves on the ladder.